Hello guys, so today I'm going to be discussing the newly released audio of Mobad having a conversation with someone from Malian Records, and I'm going to be getting into Nairamarley's YouTube video where he told his side of the story. So let's get into it. Now, let me say this. When I first heard the audio, right, there's a name that was mentioned in the audio, right, when Mobad was talking. Mobad himself mentioned that name, and the name was Dami, okay? So I assumed that it was Dami that he was speaking to, and the only Dami that I know of that is, close to Nairamarley, at least publicly, is Dami Marshall, right? So a lot of people felt like it was Dami Marshall that he was talking to, but it later came out that it was a lady named Gabby, who is a talent manager that lives in the UK. She also has multiple photos with Nairamarley on her IG page. I will tag it down below so you guys can see yourself. So apparently, allegedly, that is the Gabby that he's having a conversation with, okay? I'm so glad that audio came out of Mobad having a conversation with Gabby, who works for Nairamarley, because this whole narrative that the people have been spinning, and Nairamarley has been spinning, that Mobad was just this guy that was on drugs, that didn't know what he was saying, is so ridiculous. Because if you listen to that voice note, nothing about what Mobad is saying sounds like someone that is on drugs. He was extremely coherent. He knew what happened to him. He took active measures to make sure that doesn't repeat himself. He made complaints to the people that he felt were in charge at that moment. Okay? Even in that conversation with this Gabby lady, the Gabby girl was trying so hard to whitewash the situation, to make Mobad feel like, oh, you didn't see what you saw, or maybe you got it mistaken. And Mobad stood his ground. He didn't sound like someone that was on drugs or someone that was crazy. He knew exactly what was going on with him. Now back to Nairamarley. How can you, as the owner of a record label who signed someone, okay? How can the person you sign have a dispute with a manager that was incompetent, that he didn't want to work with anymore going forward, and he came to the house to talk to you as the exec, right? Only to be met with multiple people that work under you assaulting him and the people that came with him. And when he complained to you that, look, Nairamarley, are you not seeing what's going on? Why are you allowing these boys do this to me and the people that I came with? You did nothing to stop it. You claim that you didn't lay your hands on him. Okay, what did you do when the people around you were assaulting him? According to Mobad, you did nothing. You just stood there and watched. In fact, according to Mobad, it seemed like you are the one that ordered it. That's how it looks like to him in that voice note. And he was telling that Gabby lady that in that voice note. But that Gabby lady kept on saying that, are you sure that Nairamarley was not just trying to stop people from beating you up, blah, blah, blah. And Mobad said, no, I saw him. He did nothing. In fact, he told them that he released the dogs. How can a record label owner be doing that to someone that is signed under him? That's like we hearing that Don Jazzy was in a room where Rema came to the house, and people that were in that record label like Korede Bello, Tiwa Savage were beating Rema, and Don Jazzy too was standing there and saying, yes, go ahead, release the dogs on him. Does that sound like something that we will be okay with? And when that happened, this guy is realizing, look, it seems like I'm not safe in your care. And he relayed this message to Nairamarley. He did. He told me, okay, since you don't want to do anything about it, the best action I need to take is to release myself from this record label. His lawyer sent an email to them terminating the contract. He asked for the books for his royalties, for his shows, and for all the money for them to do a proper accounting on how much they've spent, how much has come in from Mobad, and how much is left, which is fair. Now, another lie that Nairamarley told us was that his owner bought that car from Mobad. Well, according to Mobad, that's not what happened. According to Mobad, he paid 10 million naira out of his show's money for that car, right? And Nairamarley now said he will add the remaining 10 million and he can pay him back from his shows, which is exactly what happened. So, if we think about it logically, it's not you that bought the car. It was Mobad that used his money from his shows to buy the car. It's not you that bought it. So that's another lie that he's telling us. It's so crazy that all the time when Mobad was alive and he was talking to you, Nairamarley, about the things that were going on under your watch, right? You said nothing. You did nothing to solve the problem. But now that that boy is no longer alive and cannot speak for himself, suddenly you want to tell your side of the story. Make it make sense. Now, we need this Gabby lady to come out and speak. Because how can someone you claim that is family, because she kept on telling Mobad that, look, Malian Records, we are family, blah, 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 blah. Family don't assault each other. People are saying that families fight. No. Families don't assault each other. Family don't tell the other family member that, look, I'll come to your house and I'll mess you up. Because that's what they were doing. That's what Mobad said they were doing to him. And he also said that, look, the reason why I made that video of if anything happened to me, it finally happened, right? Because that's when the assault happened. His fears. So it's so sad that you are using the guise of this record label to allow all these things happen on your watch. In my honest opinion, it doesn't sound like a record label. I don't know what you're calling it, but that is not how record labels.
This is another person's point of view on the Nairamarley's voice note, the video that he did. And then she's talking about the voice note that came out of Mobad speaking to Nairamarley's manager, the Gabby girl. And like, we are happy that this audio came out. The video has actually trended when he lost his life as at that time. But it wasn't this like popular. People didn't really hear it. And because the narrative that Nairamarley is always painting that, oh, Mobad is always high. Mobad is always drunk. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's forgetting his lyrics. He's this, he's that. But in that audio with the Gabby girl, that guy was not talking as if he was drunk. Even the lady was trying to gaslight him and trying to, trying to make him look as if he's delusional. But he kept on saying what he was saying, like, I know what I am saying. Don't try to gaslight me into saying something else. The guy was coherent. There was nothing wrong with the boy. There is nothing wrong with the boy. He said, okay, he came to your house and then people that were with you started attacking him. And he said, Nairamarley, see, you there, they look, you don't say anything about these people beating me up. You are saying you did not lay hands on him, but your people were beating him and you did not say anything. And this guy is supposed to be your record label person. You didn't do anything. And he said, Naira, they beat me, you don't talk anything. You were there. You were there, you say you were not around. Lying. Telling us all sorts of lies. You bought a car for him. No, that guy contributed money, was keeping money with you to buy the car. You did not buy him a car. It was the money he was making from the music he was singing for your record label that he used to buy the car that he bought. You are just gaslighting us, lying. Just apologize and let this thing sleep. Let us end this whole matter. You bullied him. You were sending people to him. Yes, you did not lay hands on him by yourself, but your people were beating him up. You're beating him up. I don't understand all this whole story, lying to us, gaslighting us, trying to whitewash yourself because you want to come back into the music industry. If you want to come back into the music industry, sing now. People that want to listen to you, they will listen to you. The likes of that man that holds the radio in Ibadan, he said they'll be playing your song. Then make it they play your song, they go now. I'm not bothered. If you don't want to take responsibility, don't make this guy look like a bad person even in the grave, because you know you are lying against him. You know. Because you know that he is not alive again to speak for himself. He can't come and say, oh, Naira, you are lying. You were the ones that told them to attack me, to beat me up. The guy is not here to defend himself any longer. Why did it take you this long to come and even defend yourself in the first place? Lawyer Living says, I just knew within 2 minutes of that conversation that Mobad wasn't speaking with a neutral person because that babe was on that phone call to make him look delusional. Yes. Even at that, he was still speaking clearly as, I know what I'm saying. And Mobad is a better person than me because after what I went through, you are trying to gaslight me. You go collect straight. The guy is a gentle person. This is typical Ofowola Dayon Loju that Nairamarley did to this guy. You know that this guy is from a no well-to-do background. You know that his parents, they are not well-to-do. They don't have money. He doesn't have anybody to talk to. He doesn't have anybody to call. So you've also suppressed it. And you know that you can do things to him and get away with it. And with the kind of country that we live in, a lawless country that we live in, of course, you know that you can get away with some things. Pay him his money. He wants to change a manager. Give him his money. Give him everything that he wants. You did not do it. On gaslighting, but on gaslight. Who are you lying to? You lie to your Malians. Vanessa said it was Gabby, not Dami. Mobad said that is why I don't think it was necessary for Naira to explain his side. Exactly, because he just came to implicate things more. Because even if he did 99% right, they would only see 1% wrong. Mobad was clearly on ice, and it affected his mental health. Which clearly on ice affected his mental health. So he doesn't know what he's saying. When he opens a live video and says, oh, see what Nairamarley did to me, he was on ice. Hey, well, okay. Use Kemi to be said everything don't be medicine after death now. Exactly. R.I.P. Mole. Exactly. The guy is gone. All this thing that we are just going back and forth is not going to bring him back. We should just go and bury him. Inspiration says Nairamarley is a criminal. He has a lot of police cases in Peckham. Yes. That guy has gone to jail how many times? Somebody that told us. I cannot forget. He said we should be happy that he's not a serial killer. He said this by himself. That is the person that is not capable of bullying somebody. Somebody that can say, oh, we should thank God that he's not. So he's capable of doing it. He just doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. But he can actually do it. So what is bullying that he cannot bully somebody? He should pay Mobad family their royalties. Exactly, pay them. He wants to chop the money. It is well. Shinyara says, Oga Mo self come fight, so don't be a slave to Wunmi narrative. Which Wunmi narrative? King Mommy says, this is my sense. Nairamarley is using those innocent upcoming artists. Once he's done with them, he destroys them with drugs and discards them without paying them a dime. Yes. Look at the splash. Zino. Shebi Zino sharing back to Malian record ni. Zino was looking all fresh and fine. Look at him now. But you tell us that you don't know that they are taking ice. You advised him not to take it. You advised him, be alone for one. It is well. He held on to their money. What a wicked. Did that Mobad look like someone that has $72,000? God is watching. Exactly. Somebody took your $72,000 and you did not say anything. You kept quiet. That's a lie now. Why? Nigerians, MRO sensing now. MRO sensing. Caris B says it's a pity that some gullible Nigerians are running with his narratives. Now then, Sabi, make the gullible they go. It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.